Righto, bit of a treat today. This is a Sony FH-606R. It was a boombox that was made in the late 80s, early 90s. This one is in magnificent condition. A beautiful graphic equalizer, motorized volume control. The tuner aerial is down, so the tuner is not very sensitive at the moment, but let's have a look at some of the features. So working from the top down, we've got a ST707R tuner. Now keep in mind this is a complete component system, so you can actually unplug any of these cables and configure this any way you like. Moving down to the main amplifier, you can see down there it's a TA606 amplifier and the TCW606 cassette deck. Set up for 2 speakers. These are using the APM-606 6-ohm speakers. Now APM stands for accurate pistonic motion. It was a buzzword that was coined by Sony in the 80s, and so you've got APM and you've also got SAT. Now the SAT stands for Super Acoustic Turbo. Buzzwords like you would not believe. Now this one also came with the RM806 factory remote control. So you can see that drives the motorized volume control.
To the music of your favourite movies, musicals and games. Join us as we...
Got balance controls, inputs for the cassette tape, 2 stereo cassette decks, Dolby B only, no Dolby C, no Dolby HX Pro. Nice little soft eject there, always like that as a bit of a touch from the 80s and 90s. You've got high speed or normal speed dubbing here, and got record on B deck only. DC servo motor controlled. I have replaced the belts in this one. It's working okay. So CD player, which I'll get to in a second. Phono. So this actually does have a Phono preamplifier in it. So if you have an old record player, you can plug this straight in. Tuner, of course, and critically, you get that absolutely glorious spectrum analyzer. So if you change the equalization, you actually affect the amount of display on the spectrum analyzer. So if we just sit that flat, like so, turn SAT, Super Acoustic Turbo, off.
Maybe Adelia Derbyshire is your kind of vibe today.
And if you want to change channel, press your channel and your button.
By a Sydney law firm to accuse him of being complicit to genocide in Gaza has no credibility. The firm has made a submission to the International Criminal Court, which also accuses other ministers and the opposition leader of being complicit.
So this is an absolutely beautiful unit, 35 watts channel. It's only set up for A speakers, not A and B, but that's okay. I did replace the backlights in this tuner. Cosmetically, this unit is absolutely perfect. The amplifier works absolutely beautifully, as does the tuner. Now this deck is actually designed to be portable, so you can pick that up. Now it is a truly portable system. Now if you do want to take the handle off, just press these buttons in at the side and off that pops. The beauty of this one is that it came with a CD player. So it's not a matched CD player, but it is one of the micro series of CD players that was around at the time in the late 80s, early 90s. Plug in the RCAs at the back, open that up. Just change that down to CD. So the CD player works absolutely beautifully. It's also got new drive belts in it. Try another CD. So an absolute cracker of a CD player. Really nice sound out of this thing. Very clean. Now, the good thing about having an auxiliary in mode is you can basically play, you can just plug your phone in through the auxiliary RCA and play whatever you like. So I'll just play that flat. does have very, very nice sound. You can adjust. And for a deeper, fuller bass, so all in all, an absolutely magnificent unit. And I'll show you what the cassette deck sounds like in a second. So last but not least, click on tape, eject, and my test tapes are in very, very poor condition, but see how we go. So doesn't sound great, but I think that's the cassette, but it does work. Now what I'll show you is how you can reconfigure this so that you can basically unplug all of these units and configure them however you like. Now I'll just show you also, if you want to take the speakers off, they just lift off. Again, just lift the speakers up, off they come. And what you've got on either side is you've got these screws that need to be released. Now once these are all off, let's just power that down, but you can then proceed to configure this however you like. So you can put your tuner and amplifier like that. You can get the idea that you can configure this any which way that this will allow. So you could also put your CD player there, for example. So as a final wrap up, power this on, CD, play.
This next one is the first song on our new album.
Really, really lovely. You'll never get the sound quality coming through on a video, but the sound quality is really, really good. 1, 2, 3-way speakers. They're sealed, they're not ported speakers. Again, really, really nice. The SAT Super Acoustic Turbo does make a significant difference to the sound quality. It really, really lifts it up, and I really can't rave enough about this. It's a beautiful deck. This one presents absolutely beautifully. It's got the factory remote control, and you've got 15 channels in AM and FM. You can mute that if you need to. Change shortwave, medium wave, and FM.
102.9 Triple N. TJ before that and kicked it off.
Alright, thanks very much for watching, guys. Absolutely stunning bit of late 80s technology. This is about as good as it got.